Hello, it's Damorsair, and we've got a big one here today. Yes, indeed, it is the infamous Portrait of Pirates Maximum Eustass Captain Kidd. Quite the controversy surrounding this one, and I will have to talk about that later, but first, the box, which is it's fairly large, so you'll have to go with EMS on this one for sure. But yeah, so there's a box. Get this big thing out of the way. So yes, here is the figure itself, which is quite impressive. I mean, obviously you've got the huge not really mechanical, the huge metal arm made out of a bunch of metallic junk, which is really the main draw of this figure. But before we talk about the controversy, we may as well talk about the figure itself. So yeah, there's the face. I think this face is quite well done. I really like this face. The other face, not so much. Just take a look at it a second. It looks kind of weird and creepy. I don't know. This face is spot on. It's just looks. It looks like Kid, so it works. His goggles look pretty nice as well. Wonder if he ever actually uses them. I don't know. And his hair also looks quite well done. But yeah, you got his bandolier thing here. The hilt on his little dagger looks pretty nicely detailed, and of course the gun as well. Although this thing is a bit annoying, we'll get to that later. And you got his belt, the little medallion thing there. Also looks quite nice. I like the paint work on this. Got some nice tones and whatnot. The sash as well, and the pants look very nice. Yeah. And the boots. And of course the coat, just very, very detailed. Got kind of the sleeves kind of flowing with the wind. Thing to know about this is it's quite heavy. Let me see if I can take it off him. It's kind of really drapes around his shoulders, but yeah, quite a heavy thing. Definitely one of the heavier P.O.P coats, but you can see it's quite nicely done. You got the spikes there, the little buckles and whatnot. And you can see them without the coat as well. So and you can see where the arm attaches to his body as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, and the nice thing about the metallic arm, I just want to say, is like the figure comes with two separate torsos, which was a really smart move, I'd have to say. Like, that way you don't have to worry about like this thing is far too heavy to be a separate accessory that you just plug onto the main figure. It would just fall off completely, so they kind of had to do this, really. So, yeah. But, yeah, anyways. I also really like the sculpt of his hands. Kind of got the claw thing going on there. You can see it in the other non-giant hunk of metal hand as well. And the bracelet moves a little bit for some reason. Anyway, whatever. And yeah, I'll see if I can try doing this. A moment. Huh. See, now the sticking point here with this thing is that it's really kind of difficult to get in these holes. Like you can see here, I managed to get in the back quite easily. I had no trouble with that, but the front I just could not do it, so you just kind of tuck it in there and it looks fine. But yeah, we'll see if I can do it with this. So yeah, it's not really cooperating. Oh well. You get the idea. You can kind of get away with it if you just kind of tuck it into his belt. And it looks just fine. Doesn't really make a difference. But, yeah. I'll just try to get his other arm on there. Come on. There we go. This arm is kind of a difficult fit as well, but yeah. And get the coat on, and there you go. That's what he looks like without the giant hulking arm. And take a look at the base, I suppose, which, yeah, he's not really gonna stand on his own, except if you display him without the coat or the very heavy arm. But here's the base. Kid Pirates, Jolly Roger, Eustass, Captain Kidd. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, that's the figure. Now, it's time to address the elephant in the room here, which would be the price. See, this was kind of an attempt by Mega House. It just seems, at least seems to me, like it's an attempt for them to just price gouge these figures by just adding a maximum tagline to it. But yeah, the original price for this thing is 12,000 yen, which is just plain fucking ridiculous. Just completely fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Like, obviously, you know, because it's got this huge arm, which, you know, it's pretty well detailed, but, you know, is it 12,000 yen detail? I don't really think so. I do not think that this figure is worth 12,000 yen. That is a ridiculous price. Now, the thing with this figure is I got it off of Mandarake for 8,000 yen. So that's a whole 4,000 yen off the price. I'd say it is definitely worth that price. The price they wanted it for, not so much. But yeah, what else did I want to say? Like, I don't know. It's just like 12,000 yen is a fucking just ridiculous amount for a figure, and like I just compared to like Alter or Good Smile Company figures, like not even those go into that sort of price range, and those are very high quality and nicely detailed figures, and it just seems like a huge amount of hubris for Mega House to assume that people are going to pay that much money for a relatively not a incredibly important character. I mean, we haven't really seen his potential yet, but still. And it seemingly, this figure just sort of kind of didn't really do all that well. I remember seeing it like months after going up for pre-order, still being available on AmiAmi, which never happens. But yeah, it's just seriously, Mega House, like, it's a nice figure, but it is not worth that amount of money. And people may disagree with me, but I really don't think it's worth that amount of money. But if you can get it on Mandarake for 8,000 yen, go for it. I mean, otherwise, I guarantee you I would not have gotten this thing. I definitely would not have. Like, no way. And you know, they're doing Frankie as well at the maximum line, but I kind of feel like Frankie is a bit more well-deserved, because at least that one comes with a lot of accessories and such. Like it's just, you know, a big arm, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, there's my rant for you. Kind of had to happen. But in any case, that's pretty much this review for you. It's a great figure, but it's not 12,000 yen great. 8,000 yen, sure, but 12,000 yen, fuck no. But in any case, this is Day Morsair, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.